Zim, you were kind of gripping one of the seats, like frantically holding on as the dropship made its descent into the yard. You can hear commotion going on outside as you can hear the captain cussing. What would you like to do?
Gosh, Zim's trying to get oriented and figure out if there are insurgents in the immediate vicinity within sight. Is he able to tell?
Yeah, as you look out the back, I'm going to say the back of the dropship is actually facing the house where you guys were trying to infiltrate. As you look to the right, you can see there's 2 insurgents to your right. Looks like they got their AK-47s ready. One's probably about 50 to 60 feet away from the dropship. The other is probably 80 to 90 feet away and looks like blood soaked through his white clothing that he's wearing. Looks like this one's injured already, possibly from the Gatling gun as the Cheyenne dropship approached.
Got it. Okay. So in that case, Zim's going to use his fast action to unhook from the tether, so to speak, and then he's going to take aim on the closer one with the M4 1A pulse rifle and try and shoot that guy down.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll against this guy who's definitely looking at the dropship's got his weapons ready.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. Awesome. So you're gonna do 2 base damage to this insurgent as you pump some bullet holes into him and see him stumble back a little bit. There's not really any place for them to hide because they're in this wide open snowy yard out here. You do see over to the left side of where this guy is, probably about 20 to 30 feet away from him, there are a bunch of what look to be like ATVs parked alongside the inner wall, where there's another gate and like a guard house like that's sitting over there as well. Looks like a small guard house within the inner gate. So yeah, he's gonna take 2 points of damage.
All right.
Still up, but
Still
wounded.
up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got a hit on that one. We gotta get the hell out of this ship. Heck.
Dante,
All right.
gripping your RPG launcher like a little child.
I need to take care of my WoW. So which ones can I see from the dropship where I'm at?
Where you're at, you can see the same 2. You just saw Zimieski like just peek around the corner of the dropship opening and just start firing the pulse rifle and injuring one of the oncoming insurgents.
Okay. Are both of the insurgents close to each other? I'm looking at using.
They're within. They're 2 zones apart, basically.
Gotcha. Because I'm looking at swapping weapons and then using the grenade launcher, the U1 grenade launcher, Blast 9 for that. So would that reach both of them?
It would not reach both of them, I don't believe. Not with this. They would have to be. I think it does it. It'd have to be in the same zone.
Okay.
I'll have to double check the rule on that.
So I'm going to go and switch my grenade launcher to my grenade launcher. And you said I can see both of them.
You can see both of them, yeah.
I'm going to shoot at the one that has more health.
Okay. That's the closer one.
And so, let's see. Grenade launcher. And then I add -1 for the stress level, right?
No.
No?
Oh, no, it just automatically rolls with your attack. It'll roll an extra 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep. Oh, boy. 2 successes. Okay. So, the way this works is it's Blast 9. So, on your character sheet, you're going to roll. There's a base dice button. You're going to click that and then roll 9. And however many you get is how much damage it does for its base. Okay, so it does the one blast of base damage, plus you got the additional one that you can apply to damage. So you can basically do 2 points of damage with this blast of this grenade.
Gotcha. What can I do? Does it stunt or?
You could stunt and then just do 1 base damage if you'd like to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do 1 base damage, and then I think the other one is like, is it knock them down?
Oh yeah, I think here's one that you can knock a enemy prone, pin them down, or knock them prone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do 1 damage and knock them prone.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll put a little prone symbol on this guy as he's the grenade doesn't quite hit close enough to do the full impact. You see this blast of white snow just like shoot up from where the explosion occurs, and you see him just fly off to the side and slam down into the snow, getting hit by a couple pieces of shrapnel.
This is why I prefer WoW.
Excellent. Trying to find the grenades, but for some reason I can't find it. Trying to make sure I'm doing the blast rule right.
Yeah, I think he did it right. Yeah, he rolled the grenade launcher.
Yeah, but I think I can't remember if it does damage to those in the same zone or
within short range.
Within short range. Okay. So yeah, this guy would be still a little bit out of blast range for that grenade. Alright, Dante's turn ends, bringing us to Chaplain, who's up on the roof. There's an insurgent there. It looks like he's just got done blasting the dropship out of the air. What does Chappie have? Cutting torch isn't gonna work. He's got the AK-4047. So Chappie's gonna fire the AK-4047 at this insurgent. I don't have the sound effect set, but misses. So Chaplain just starts firing. Not very good with a weapon.
It's in character.
Oh yeah. He uses fast action to get the gun out, so that brings us to Gunnery Sergeant Mason, who is also on top of the roof. You just saw Chaplain unsuccessfully try to target this insurgent.
All right. Hammer's next. Okay, that's what I was looking at. I've got my don't want my grenade launcher. I'll take the pulse rifle and fire where Chappie missed.
Okay, you got it. So using your fast action to get your pulse rifle ready, and slow action to attack. Are you able to roll now on yours?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah.
Just wanted to
no modifier.
No
I don't
modifier.
think there are any modifiers.
Unless there's something that you have that would give you a modifier. Oh, you start unloading on this. You're unloading your clip because you rolled a panic on this. Go ahead on your character sheet, and you got to make a panic roll for us too. Is the intensity of the situation as you watch the Cheyenne dropship get blown out of the sky. It's getting a little bit of stress-filled for Gunnery Sergeant Mason here.
Panic. There it is.
Okay, you hold it together, but you hold it together, but not enough to keep you from just blowing all your ammo in your current clip of your gun. So you have expended your magazine as you just unload on this insurgent. It does hit him for 2 damage. As you can see, some bullet wounds starting to show on him as he's looking for a place to gain some cover around on the roof, which there isn't too much. Private Hammer's gonna go. And he is going to fire his smart gun. Fast action to get it ready. Fires at the insurgent with the smart gun. Oh boy.
Excellent.
Hammer coming in big. Even with the extra, the base damage is enough to take this guy down. So Hammer just like, Mason, calm down! Get out the way! And just starts mowing this guy down. He stumbles back and falls into a dead heap on top of the roof. And that insurgent is done. The other insurgents also are going to go down here at the bottom. The one insurgent that just got knocked prone is going to stay on the ground. Use his fast action to take aim with his AK-47 and fire shots at Dante. So using the AK-47, can attack with a modifier for aiming. Oh, and that's a hit. On Dante, you need to make an armor roll for me. On your character sheet, Dante. Oh, no. Dante, that's base 2 damage. You get hit by a couple of these bullets coming in to the dropship.
Thought I had moves like Jagger.
No.
The other insurgent is going to try to move closer and take shots at Zim. Didn't aim this time, so doesn't get the benefit of the bonus. Oh, and just bullets start tinging off the inside of the dropship as Zim ducks last minute. Sparks fly within the dropship. As you can see, Dante bleeding a little bit.
Damn, Dante.
Two other insurgents you hear start firing, but they're firing on the opposite side of the dropship. Almost sounds like to you guys that they're firing on like where the pilot currently is. So just more bullets tinging off of the armor of the dropship out in front. Ooh, that one's gonna hit. And I will do the damage on that in just a minute. While I'm doing that, I will let Sergeant Iona decide what Sergeant Iona wants to do.
Iona wants to use her fast action to unclip and her slow action to get back in the APC.
Okay! Iona immediately runs into the APC and gets it and starts like hitting buttons and starts getting this thing ready to roll out.
Iona, where are you going?
Where I can be useful, like.
Awesome. Zim, you're up.
That's cool. Is the APC in a position where it could actually drive out of the dropship and like engage?
As long as the clamps are disengaged, yes. Currently, the clamps are still holding its wheels in place. Someone would have to disengage them.
Someone have to disengage it, but there's a private from the dropship that's about
currently on it. Yeah.
Currently in the space somewhere. All right. Well, I'll use part of my actions to give orders to that guy. Tell him unclip the ship right now. We are rolling out. And then Sim's gonna jump in with Iona, say and pat Dante. Say, we're taking cover, man. Let's get you on that gun.
Oh yeah, you can see Private First Class Weimer has kind of been like basically spending most of his turn like getting himself put back together after being thrown about back there. He was kind of higher, deeper within, and he just got tossed around as this dropship was in there. And he's like, oh, yeah, right away, I'll get it taken care of. And he starts like running towards the front. And you're getting in the drop or in the APC as well.
Yeah,
is there a specific place that you want to go within the APC?
Does our APC have 2 weapon systems or one?
Two weapon systems. You have the Gatling gun turrets, and you have the phase plasma turrets.
I'll take the Gatling gun.
Okay, you got it.
Yeah.
So you go and get yourself in kind of like a gunnery position within the APC. Awesome. Bring us back to Dante.
All right. Because I got hit and Zim said that I'm going to scoff and reluctantly decide to go into the APC. And then I'm going to look around and then see that the plasma cannon's open, and I'm going to go to that position. I think that would be my turn, I would imagine.
Yeah. You can definitely go in there and get yourself all hooked up in that familiar, comfortable seat that that you had before.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That brings us to Chaplain, who moves
would
towards...
I be able to do one thing real quick?
What would you like to do?
I would like to banter to my friends in the APC and then just be like,
I think banter, you have to be in like a non-threatening situation. I think it's a double check banter, but I think you can't be like under duress like this and to use banter, I don't think.
oh, yep, safe space. Never mind.
Yep, you got to be in a safe
Take care.
space. There's bullets flying at you. This is not safe.
I make a joke and it just falls on deaf ears.
Yeah, that's right. People are just yelling. There's gunfire going on everywhere. It's a chaplain. Kind of looks over to Gunnery Sergeant Mason, and looks down at this like open skylight area that's an open hatch, and looking at that ladder. Shall we?
I'll fix him up. Let me fix up Hammer.
Oh, sure. What about the others?
The others?
Yes, in the yard.
They got it right now, but let's get this guy on his feet so we can move around.
All right. Chaplain seems to kind of agree, and that'll be his turn. Bringing us to Gunnery Sergeant Mason.
I'll do a medical roll to patch up his sprained ankle.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna make a medical aid roll.
Yep.
And if you have a med kit, I believe it adds a +2, but that will use your med kit up. I guess you'd be using like ace bandages from inside and some icy hot in a tube. All right. You successfully kind of wrap up the ankle. Take his military grade boot off. Wrap him up real good. Oh man, my feet are cold. And he quickly puts his boot back on. So yeah, you're able to patch up Hammer from his sprained ankle from the descent out of the dropship. Good. Thanks, Mason.
Good man.
And then it's Hammer's turn. So Hammer's like, What happened to Dante? Where's Dante? And rushes towards the bottom area of the house to kind of get a view. And he's like, he looks up, oh man, look at the dropship. Smoke's pouring out of it. There's a bunch of insurgents down there. And he actually is going to there's one kind of far on the distant side. He's going to try to like fire his smart gun at that one. It's gonna hit. So I'm gonna say he's going to use a stunt to also knock this guy prone. So this guy on the front of the dropship gonna lose 3 health and be knocked prone from the attack from the rooftop. Firing from there. And that will end Hammer's turn. Sergeant Iona.
Iona will grab the comm from the APC wall, like the one that goes around and everyone can hear, and go to Botas and say, tell them to stop, like, now.
Ooh. Make a command roll for me. As bullets are ricocheting all throughout this inside, you see Botas kind of come to a realization as he's been patched up, but he still has some of his injuries from the first encounter with you guys. Just like, fine. And Botas starts walking out of the APC and out of the dropship, and he's got his hands up like this. Well, actually, you guys still have him restrained. So before he walks out, he starts like screaming. He's like, "Stop it, you fools! Stop it! Stop it immediately!" And you hear like the firing stops. And Botas like slowly starts to walk out cautiously, his long hair kind of dangling down to the sides of his face. And they clearly recognize this individual, the ones that you guys can see out front. And the firing stops. Stop the firing! They just want the one inside! And for their turn, all you guys see happen on their turn is 2 more insurgents come out of this like inner guard house, this gatehouse. Looks like maybe there have been 2 more maybe sleeping on the job or something in there. And they have their weapons in hand, but they're not like drawing them or pointing them in the direction. The other ones, like the ones that are knocked prone back there, are still kind of like targeting kind of the dropship, but are not firing. They're just kind of holding still. Zim, you are last in the combat order. I will allow you to make a decision on what you want to do. And maybe at the top of next round, I'll kind of take us out of like a fluid order. It seems like combat has been paused for the moment.
Yeah. So Botas is standing like essentially by himself, like on the tailgate of the dropship. Is that about right?
Yes, like he just kind of walked out of the tailgate, the landing, basically the ramp that you would drive the APC down. Like he's at the bottom of it. He's got his hands kind of tied behind his back, and he's in full view of those outside. So
Zim seeing Botas being there kind of like unrestrained, he's gonna get out of the APC and go and like restrain him, like grab him by the arms, not make any sudden moves, not trying to spook anyone. Was gonna go up and like, you know, make it clear that I have him in my custody, and gonna shout out to the crowd, "Listen up! We are here to make a simple trade. You're gonna hand over the Marine that you have, and we're gonna drop this guy off. And nobody is gonna get killed from this point on. Is that clear?"
And you hear one of them shout from beyond, "Prisoner for prisoner!"
That's what I said.
We can do this. We'll make this trade happen.
And you got 1 minute to get that guy out here, or else we're gonna blow y'all off of this moon.
Yep. Yep.
And you're gonna let our Marines get off that roof safe down here to us.
Thank you.
Yeah. And, Mason, is there anything that you guys would want to do up on the roof? Now, you've heard the gunfire stop from down in the yard.
I'm gonna go to by Hammer just gonna run over by Hammer and stand there with my rifle pointed down at the three, just to and
Just
go on
kinda
Overwatch.
keeping more going to Overwatch, just keeping the guns like trained on everybody down below. You got it. Chaplain kind of does the same thing. He follows suit, and you guys are all just kind of standing on the rooftop. It's at that moment that, to your left, those of you that are in the yard, you see this strange motion of snow get kind of like moved away in an area, almost as if like a piece of wood or something that was like on the ground that got covered with snow just like flips up, like kind of like a secret hatch or door leading to somewhere underground. Opens up. You can see like 3 insurgents start like pouring out of this area as this is happening. Botas is kind of like looking over there and says, "What the hell is going on?" And they look like they are panicked and freaking out. And they are climbing out and they're like, and they start sprinting across the yard towards the front gate. One of them kind of like looks at one of the other insurgents that was injured and you gotta get out of here, go, to move. And he grabs him and he starts like dragging him. And then that insurgent that's injured just starts like, he drops his gun and just starts running with him as well. A couple of the other insurgents in the yard are like, what is going on? Like they're just like clueless right now.
Iona, drive us out of the dropship.
I will slowly drive us.
I got my
You start to try to like go and you hear Private First Class Weimer going, now you're good. As the clamps are undone. So you're gonna drive out of the dropship? Okay, Botas is still like standing in the middle of the with Zim, right? Zim's out there too.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I will.
So if you,
To the
I
side.
was gonna say, because if you
Okay.
drive out, you have to run through them.
No.
Okay, so Zim kind of pulls off to the side there, Botas, and you guys start to drive out. A couple of those other insurgents, they just immediately like pick up the guns and start pointing towards the APC as it starts to move out. You said trade, prisoner for prisoner.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll say, you go ahead. I just forgot my train of thought.
As the APC is driving by, Zim is gonna like kind of grab on like a trolley car, grab Botas in one hand and like monkey arm on the APC, and like you bring him up to our ship, or swap him here. 'Cause I don't want to get left behind.
Okay, you see them kind of gesture towards these other two that came out of the guard shack, and they give like a little nod, head towards the main gate, type in a couple things into this computer panel, this digital keypad that was beside the gate, and you see the gate slide open towards the inner where the house is. And they go immediately to the front door, do much of the same, disappear inside the house. What are you guys doing in the meantime?
I'm gonna get on the comms for, what is it, Wyman and Nunez to see if they can start repairing the ship.
Okay, you do hear Captain Nunez gets on the comm and says, "Yeah, I can start. We can start right away. I got a wound here that I'm trying to patch up."
Yeah, the
I got one
doctor
too.
for you.
The
Oh yeah,
doctor-
we should get the doctor to you.
Been hiding in the APC this whole time.
Yeah.
He's still there. He kind of did like the Terminator 2 Judgment Day thing where he was like covered up with a bunch of like suits of armor in the back. Yeah, I can do that. So you guys gonna drop off the doctor and let the doctor go take care of Captain Nunez?
Seems
I'll
Did you-
reasonable.
It's like me first. And I
Yeah.
just grab him and I just pull him over and I go, me first. And
Mm.
give him one of the spare med kits that's in the APC.
Okay, got it. These insurgents are starting to get like closer to you guys, and you can see that one insurgent kind of starts to talk in the comms, where you can kind of just barely hear him. He's like, Donchik, come in. You have the prisoner, Donchik. I don't understand why you can't hear me. Donchik! These stupid things. They malfunction all the time. Donchik! Starts smacking his comm unit. No answer.
Guys, I think he's already popped.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to switch to the grenade launcher up on the roof.
Okay.
Anything walks out of that door,
And this is like it looks like a 2-story building that was probably at one time owned by one of the more well-to-do individuals on Ariarchus. It has metal shutters that are all kind of closed over the windows.
Would I be able to banter now? Or is it still in a dangerous...
You're still kind of tense.
Okay.
Because there's not like, you guys haven't got out of, it's like you're just like waiting on what is happening. Some more time passes, no one ever comes back out of the house.
I'm gonna turn to Zim and Iona and just go, I think we should send more of them in to go find out where the body is or where that alien is. And we stay out here and see what happens. Leave one of them with us so that way we can hear the comms.
Yeah, I like that.
Good idea.
Yeah.
good idea. Good.
Yeah.
So just so you
Zim's
guys are
like
aware, there are only currently 3 individuals left. One of them looks pretty... 2 of them look pretty severely injured from bullet wounds. Only one of them looks like he's in decent shape.
I'm going to... Am I repaired now, healed up, to be able to move? Or I still have to wait for the doctor to finish up?
Oh, you wanted the doctor to heal you?
First, and then before we went to
okay.
Nunez.
Gotcha. The doctor will make a roll to see how the doctor does. So I think the doctor has field surgeon, which gives him a +2 bonus to medical aid. Oh, only when it's about to die from a critical injury, so that wouldn't apply to this particular roll. Here we go. Oh yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
You can heal up to 3 health with that roll as the doctor starts to take care of patching up your wounds.
Nice.
Ah, thanks, Doc. Appreciate it. That was quick. I don't think that's going to leave a scar.
You got to be you got to be more careful.
We got to get our people off the roof. Mason, do you see any enemies in the area, or do you have a safe way to get down? Over.
There's nobody up here, and nobody's coming through the sky hatch anymore. And I don't have any grappling rope or any way to get down. I don't see any way down from the roof.
We might have to fly back up and snatch you off. I don't know if you heard, but we think the aliens.
Yeah, I heard. I'm not excited about going into the building to look for him. And that's, yeah.
All right, so we got to get the Cheyenne back up and running so we gotta get out of here. But the thing is, unfortunately, we got to confirm the fate of our fallen Marine. If it is the alien, we got to see it with our own eyes.
Yeah, and we need to pop the alien as well. So
yeah, someone's got to finish it off.
Do you think we
I
can...
guess the door.
I
To
say,
the compound. Sorry.
Yep, go ahead.
What about the door?
How big is the door to the compound?
It's like just that inner gate. Like you could drive the APC through the inner gate door, but once you get to the house, you're
Yeah.
not going to be able to drive the APC into the house if that's what you're. Asking.
Okay. Yes.
It's kind of like a
Okay.
regular man house door, you know.
Okay.
Can we?
I
can we take,
love the effort. A for effort.
Can we take the grappling rope from the Cheyenne and cut it, and string a couple together, and then throw it up to the top of the roof to see if they can
Yeah.
shimmy down?
You could, certainly try. Absolutely.
You can shimmy down.
So that way they don't have to go through the stairs. And then, so I would talk to Zim and say, hey, what do you say we cut a couple of these drop ropes and then string them together and see if we can toss it up top so that way they can rappel down the side versus having to go through the building, since we know it's probably waiting inside.
Yeah, I like that. Let's I'll start putting together. I'll grab like some, mesh and line from inside the Cheyenne. Yeah, start putting something together.
Okay. Yeah. You guys start tying it together, getting things ready. You believe you have enough rope together to be able to toss up there. So you guys moving into like the inner area to, like, this is where like the house is located. So if I move you guys all in here, you guys able to see that now? Like you're inside where the see if I can get rid of that one. I think there's a door here that I can get rid of. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
This front gate would be open because that whole crew that got out from that like secret door and like ran across the yard, they grabbed another guy. They're gone. They took off.
Yeah, so I guess we have to go inside this inner gate to get the rope up to Mason and them, yeah?
Yeah, you'd have to get kind of close to the house to be able to do that.
Alright, let's make it quick.
All right, whoever is
I have 5 strength.
yeah, let's do
What?
that. Let's see whoever has the strength
4.
advantage will probably make
That's
the
you.
roll to toss it up there. You can go ahead and make your make a strength roll. See if you can toss that thing up there. It slips out of Hammer's hand, comes back down, and just back onto the ground. Would you like to push that roll and try it again?
Yeah, out of frustration, I'm going to.
So when you
absolutely
push rolls, you're going to go ahead and take a point of stress. So take another point of stress and then go ahead and make the same roll. Basically what that means is kind of like a redo. Yeah, and so this time throws it up.
There we go.
Gunnery Sergeant Mason like pushes Hammer out of the way in time to grab it. and up there on the top of the roof, you can see there's kind of like this large transmitter, and you find like these metal rods that are kind of connecting it to the ceiling there, and you're able to really tie it down using one of the knots that you probably learned in the military to really kind of strap it down. And you guys can easily kind of take those. You kind of use your knowledge of repelling a little bit to clip your repel gear onto the rope a little bit, and you kind of like slide down, and you guys make it down to the yard with the rest of the crew. I'm not going to make you guys roll for that. You guys just get down here, and you guys are all together once again outside of the house.
Much better.
I say we stick to what we said initially. Let's get back out there. Let's try and make sure we get the Cheyenne fixed up, and then send those guys in there to start looking.
Yeah, gotta repair the pilot and the ship. So it's Doc, get in there and help her out.
Okay. Yeah.
Nunez and with I'll grab a med kit that's in the APC as I walk by, and give her some healing.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and make a medical aid check, and you can do plus 2 with your med pack. You can see like Gunnery Sergeant McKeever is walking around the Cheyenne, and yeah, you're able to apply some medical aid to the Captain Nunez as you were. And McKeever kind of comes to Yaga, and he like takes off his helmet. And he's like, "Look, guys, this is gonna take at least 6 hours, maybe even 8. It's gonna be a while."
No, let's leave the helicopter and just get in the APC and get home.
Gotta check this. Okay, you know what? I like that.
Well, we can't leave the Cheyenne here. Maybe all of our squad can roll the APC, because that is our vehicle. But the Cheyenne can't be left here by itself.
True.
Why not?
It's military-grade aircraft.
We're on a manhunt. We're not on a save the Marines toys.
It's standard military protocol. We do not leave any weapons into enemy hands. We must destroy it before leaving the area. So I say we blow it up with the cannon, call it a day, and then we send those guys in. Once we find the body located, I say we get out of here as fast as possible.
Blow up the ship?
Nunez is like, whoa, nobody's blowing this thing up.
Yes.
We're gonna get it fixed. You guys go take care of what you need to do. We'll take care of what we need to do out here.
That sounds fine.
She starts like bossing the other two around, like Gunnery Sergeant McKeever and Private First Class Weimer. She's like, "What are you looking at? Get the tools ready. We got a lot of work to do. Chop, chop!" And she starts like just like kind of like rubbing her shoulder wound where it looks like she took a bullet shot to that you patched up for her, Gunnery Sergeant Mason. She runs around. She starts like getting this. There's like a door kind of on the side that she unlatches, and there's this big kind of toolbox that she pulls out, and there's lots of things that she can use to work on the Cheyenne there. Looks like Private First Class Weimer's like grabbing this big like backpack full of tools like out of the back. Starts getting things out, hand them to the Gunnery Sergeant. It looks like they're getting ready to start working on the engines.
Still think it takes 6 hours?
Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but they're gonna get started right away.
So I want to know what's in the hatch. I'm gonna ask Botos, what he usually keeps in there.
He looks at you with kind of a blank expression on his face, but just says, "Escape." Yes, we dug a tunnel from the downstairs of the house out into the yard. That if anything like this, and kind of like gestures to the dropship, were to happen, that we'd have a easy way to get out.
You guys ran pretty scared there. You think they were scared of us? I think they were scared of one of those things.
Whatever they are, they're cowards.
Well, I agree with you there.
Then I say we let some of them redeem themselves, and let's make sure we send them in.
He kind of looks at you and says, "I'm not sending my loyal ones to their death."
Well, how about you get in there, you get our Marine and come back, or else we'll blow this whole place up.
Listen, you know damn well what is probably in there. I've seen it with my own eyes, too.
That's
gonna
exactly right.
I'm gonna get on the comms and kind of like walk away and be like, "So, what do you think? Should we go in with them, but make them go in front, and then this way we can still keep an eye on them."
They might turn on us if we make them do that, though.
But if we go in with them, it'll be a look of faith. But we can be behind them, so that way our guns are pointed forward and their eyes are forward. And whatever we run into, they're going to run into first.
Yeah, they got to lead the way. They know the way around here anyway. And I'm not letting them behind me.
Yeah, I'd say Botas has got to lead us in. Just simply show us where things are at.
That's fine. I just want to find the body and get out. I just want to get back to Fort Nebraska.
Yep.
Agreed.
it.
All right. So you guys are going to try to attempt to force Botas and his men to go in with you.
I think force is a strong word. I think we're going to try and say, all right, we'll go with you, but you guys lead the way since you guys.
Who's taking lead on this? Who's gonna take lead on this conversation?
Not me. I have 0.
Because
the worst also.
I think I probably messed up. I think command is only if somebody like outranks you. So technically, these guys would be more manipulation roles because they're not under your command, so to speak, like as far as like the chain of command and military goes. So command rules probably wouldn't work for this. It's probably more of manipulation.
I'm a 0.
Mason, you got it?
No.
We're all 0.
Let me see what
Does
chaplain
your
has.
Where's the chaplain? Yeah, get the chaplain.
Does your empathy roll go into it?
Yeah.
Yes, it's included.
Okay.
So your empathy plus your
Okay.
manipulation. Chaplain has 4 in empathy.
I got 4
Okay,
empathy.
now I'm empathy. So
Yeah, I'm at 2.
I doubt Hammer has any more than you guys. No, 1 in empathy for Hammer.
I'm the least empathetic. Oh, Hammer's a 1. That's even worse.
Yeah. So somebody else had 4? Iona had 4?
4.
Let's say Iona.
Oh, God.
Iona would probably be the number 1 then, because since Chaplain would probably do it, but since he's not here, I'd prefer a player that's here do it.
Great.
So Iona,
Dante, what's yours?
You drew the short straw
I
to
know.
approach Botas and his men.
Look, guys, you've been like totally rad and like assisting us so far. So like, we'd like to spend some equal time with you in learning compound, and you should lead us inside so we can kill that thing for you.
All right, go ahead and make your manipulation roll.
Okay.
Wow! Look at that.
Good.
Botas looks at you, Iona, and is like, "You're gonna kill it, right?"
plan.
I'm gonna pull out my RPG again and go, oh yeah.
Okay, I'll make you a deal.
I've got the incinerator.
Oh, you got
I'm
your
gonna light up
incinerator ready? I'll make you a deal. I'll be honest. I really don't want to go in there. But I'll show you. I'll show you around. If you promise to undo my bindings, and once this is all said and done, we go our separate ways.
Done. Oh,
Good.
cut his binding somehow?
Okay, yeah. So you release his wrists from the bindings. That feels so much better. Thank you.
Sure.
So basically the agreement is, yeah, he'll take you in, but after this is done, he wants to be set free and hopefully never see you guys ever again.
His men are coming with us, right?
Yeah. He's got 2
Okay.
insurgents that look like they're bleeding pretty heavily from bullet wounds, and 1 that seems to be in a pretty good shape.
So then I'm going to go to one of the dead ones, pick up the AK-47, whatever it is, and toss it to him and say, you're going to need this.
Oh, okay. Toss him a AK-47.
Yep.
He takes it and goes...
Get one to get one to Botas as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Botas will have one. He kind of locks and loads, gets it ready to go. Basically, he only has the 1 clip, so he's got it in there, and he looks like he's locked and ready to go. And he gestures towards his men, looks at them and says, well, let's make this quick so we can get out of here. And he starts slowly walking through you hear the crunch of the snow underneath his feet as he starts to head towards the front door of the house. And that's where we'll end this episode of Alien RPG.
Nice.